And here we are, fresh soft game. Is it? You guys call it JV or fresh soft? What do you guys call it?
JV.
JV. Okay, so it is junior varsity. That's what I have it listed as. I got it in the last game. It was a 2-set win for the freshmen from Peoria, Notre Dame, and now it is the fresh soft / JV / kids that aren't playing varsity a lot. Pretty much is what that means. I'm Dwayne Hulett, and alongside, let me close this out real quick. We're still working on some internet, so we're recording this as we speak. And I'm with Sophia Wolbeck. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Wolbeck. Okay, so Sophia, it's JV competition. You're obviously a senior, one of the 4, right? Have I got that right? And you're the special one that didn't talk during the fresh soft game. And there's a kill right off the bat for number 9, Allison Kinning. She gets the kill, and it's a point for the Irish, 1-0. And back to serve is number 15, Kate Ament. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Ament, okay. But it's a service error, so it's 1-1. We're trying to get the internet working, folks, so give me a few minutes here as we won't have the scoreboard probably up to date. And there's a hitting error by the Knights. It's 2-1, or by the Irish, 2-1 Knights after the hitting error. Sophia, what's your position?
IDS.
Defensive specialist. So do you like that?
I do.
Are you one of the defensive specialists that wish they could hit?
I actually did hit until my junior year. I switched to DSing.
But you like it better?
I do.
And there's a kill by number 10, Lauren Lustek. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Lustek?
Lustek.
Okay, Lustek. Trying to get Tony's iPhone to work now. I'm going to put it down here. So, okay, Sophia, I'm going to put you on the spot. You tell people what's going on, okay? They can see it, so you don't have to say everything. Just hitting air, whatever. Can you do that?
Yep.
I'm going to turn it over to you. It's all you.
Sydney serving. The Irish get the point.
See what kind of speed we get now. You get tons of speed. You cheater. Why are you so special? So it's out of bounds and another point for the Knights, and that's plenty. Can we use your phone until something else is figured out? Okay. So, folks, if you're watching on the recording, you missed a 5-2 and an ace. And that's number 5 serving, Sydney Huser.
I actually don't know how to say her last name.
Huser. I'm going to say Huser. And she served an ace at 6-2 Irish. As I'm going to go back here and try to get everything figured out. I want to end that stream, dismiss that, come back to this. And we'll start streaming. We're going to be live here in just a second online, too, I do believe, as long as everything works the way it should. There it goes. It's starting to. Back serving now for the Irish, number 8, Isabel Corey. And welcome, everybody, here to Peoria Notre Dame High School. As we've had some internet issues, we've got some of it figured out. We are live now, and it is 7-3. We'll get the game started here. It's 7-3. A service error makes it 7-4. And for those of you just joining us, I have Sophia Wolbeck with us, and Sophia is a defensive specialist for the Peoria Notre Dame Irish, who are hosting Peoria Richwoods tonight. And the JV contest underway now. We're in set number 1. It is 8-4. Make it 9-4 after the kill on the tip for the Irish. Going back to serve. Is that number 9 again?
Yes, it's number 9.
It's number 9, Allison Kinning. She had a kill earlier in the set. She's serving it up now. And nice hit that time by Ament, but it's dug up. The libero with the dig in the back row. It's going to be on the attack now. As once again, welcome. We are live. So thank you for joining us. Had a little issues with some internet. We thought we had it, then we didn't, and we thought we had it again, and we didn't. You ever have that problem, Sophia? You're young enough, you don't even know what it's like to not have internet as readily accessible to you, are you? No, yes. There's a passing error and a 10-4 advantage for the Irish now. So, Sophia, what's your plans after school, after high school?
My plan is to go to college in South Carolina. I haven't really decided what college, but I definitely want to go more south.
South Carolina is nice. Clemson is in South Carolina, and that's where Addison is wanting to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are you an Addison friend since you're defensive specialists? So I'm gonna tell you, I had a friend of mine live in Charleston, South Carolina. Oh, nice one-arm pass across the net to save it for the Knights. Now back row attack. The libero, Lily Dries with the Dries with the attack, and an overpass out of bounds, and it's 11-4. Anyway, if you get whether you go to school there or not, Charleston. I mean, you can go to Clemson if you want to go wherever, but while you're there, Charleston is beautiful. If you have never been there, it's gorgeous at Charleston. I had a buddy of mine live there. I always said that I didn't want to go south, but I might go to Charleston. Gorgeous down there. It's old, it's beautiful. So anyway, that's enough about me. Nobody cares what I'm thinking. What's this year been like? I know you lost one of your key players, but what's the year been like for you guys?
It's been pretty crazy. I think emotionally for our team, it's been hard because as soon as we get someone back, I feel we're just losing another person. So it's definitely been a mental game. And a lot of things have been changing. So I think as a team, we're pushing through it mentally and trying to push each other stronger and to keep going.
Jamie Varda maybe with the kill there, number 9, or is that number 8? McCaw, number 8, I think, actually. And there's a passing error. Makes it 12-7. As we do have one person watching live now, they probably don't believe that we're actually live is the problem. They probably say, you psyched us out once by starting a freshman stream, and then you weren't really live. You're just messing with us. There's a nice attack by the Irish. It dug, and it's going to be a kill off the hand of number 7, Violet Gardner, and a side out back to the Irish now. So do you think that's made you maybe closer as a team going through all the adversity you've had this year?
Yeah, I think we've definitely had to trust each other because we've been put in spots we're not normally in, or we get put in different lineups. So I think just kind of trusting each other and working through it, I think, has definitely made us closer on the court and off the court.
Yeah, and I can only imagine that. As one of the 4 seniors, I was told that Kate's going to serve tonight.
Yeah.
Is that going to be emotional for you guys, getting to see her to actually come out and play again?
Yeah, I think it'll be a very good emotion, just seeing her back out there, knowing that we're over halfway done, and obviously she did get our first game. So seeing her out there, I think, is going to be really special to all of us.
So Richwoods brings a couple good middles, it sounds like, a couple good hitters. They got a decent block. Knowing they have some good hitters, that makes the defensive specialist position a little more trying, I would expect, right? Are you ready for that?
I am. I think we've had a lot of practice. We've played teams with aggressive middles, aggressive outsides, and aggressive right sides. So I think we are ready for them, and we know where to be, and we're expecting them to be good. So I think we're just ready for it. So
as a defensive specialist, there's a little passing issue there for the Irish. Gives it another point, makes it 14-10. As a defensive specialist, your coaches, they always want the front row to get hands on the ball to try to block. And a lot of times it's just a tip. And the coaches will say it helps because it slows the ball down. As a defensive specialist, how hard is it to read a ball off a tip or off a touch?
It depends. If it bounces off their hands really quickly and it'll go straight down, those ones are harder to get. but sometimes the middles or pins will touch it when they block, and it's going out, but we don't know because it's hard to see touches sometimes.
Right.
So it's kind of just like a guessing game. So it really just depends on what part of the hand they get on it.
So the touch ideally would slow the ball down, right? So that
just
gives you a smidge more time to react,
just
maybe?
a little bit.
But it also changes the rotation,
Yeah.
right? Now, you watch serves, and one of the places I broadcast from, there's a let serve for an ace. And back serving is number 5, Sydney Huser. She didn't yell at me, so Huser. How do you say? Is it Huser? 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 Okay. So we knew all along.
Yeah,
we were right
we
all
did
along.
Know.
We knew. So a serve, a lot of times, like the ball has zero spin, and it just kind of floats. How do you read that as a defensive specialist on serve receive, there's a big block at the net by Richwoods.
Reading it, I like to watch where her hand goes, and I just watch the ball travel. And I try and keep my feet moving a good majority of the time, because if my feet are moving, it's easier for me to get to the ball and get my feet there.
And a service error. So just like we use a baseball reference, they want you on the balls of your feet. Don't get back on your heels, right?
If you're back on your heels, you're
in trouble.
You're not going to get to it.
Unless it hits you, which isn't good either. Have you ever been hit in the face?
I have.
How was it embarrassing? Or did you laugh about it, or what? What happened?
Well, our other senior, Emma, one time we were at practice, and she was playing middle, and she swung, and it just hit my head, and I went flying backwards. It was funny, but it definitely scared me for a second because I got hit hard.
Well, I guess if your own players are hitting you, you can't get too mad, right? You have to be upset if the other team hits you.
Yeah.
Well, Sophia, I appreciate you coming up and talking. You think you're going to have maybe a grandma that's in for a side out. You're going to have grandparents or parents or anybody watching this you want to say hi to before I let you go?
Yeah, my grandparents and dad are watching this in Florida right now.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Man, that's not hardly. It's hot down there right now.
I'm a little jealous.
I don't think I'd be jealous. It's hot in Florida right now. And there's an ace on the problem with serve receive. So if they're watching it in Florida, that means it's hotter there. So we'll just pretend like we're not jealous until maybe November or December. Then we would be jealous. So you want to say hi to them, and I appreciate you stopping and talking to me. You have a great senior night tonight, okay?
Much.
All right, we'll talk to you later. That was Sophia Wolbeck talking to us during set 1. She's got to go down and get ready for a varsity contest here in a couple minutes. Tony, you want to get on here? You want to get on here for a minute? Hop on there for a second. Yeah, you can unplug that anytime you want to. We don't have to leave that on. And I turned you down. Here, I'll lift it up. That'll make it easier. Maybe. Well, come on, Shira. There you go. I knew you could do it. So there's a service error after making it 18-16.
Let me start off by just saying thank you so much for coming out and doing the commentating and the video for us. We so appreciate you making the trip out here. So I know it's a little bit out of you guys' area. And,
no, you're good.
And we really appreciate it.
Hey, it's not a problem. I was telling Kate or Caitlin, whatever she goes by. It's Kate on here.
Yep.
So I was telling her because she came up and talked first. There's a timeout charged to the Knights. And so anyway, I was telling her that, I cover a lot of volleyball, obviously, and you get used to the teams but there's certain teams that you don't see very much that you kind of just learn to like. Like the first time or two you see them just because they have good kids. And like Kate came up and talked, and I think maybe Emma came up, but they came up and talked last year, and it was just instantly like, these are good kids,
Yep,
so
they are.
So when you called yesterday and you're like, hey, could we, or when you messaged me, I guess, and I was like, yeah, we can try to make something happen, because I knew there was good kids here, and it's fun to help out good kids and be able to do something, and you really do have a small but good bunch of seniors, don't
Oh,
you?
for sure, for sure. You know, they have been a mighty force. We, you know, we had a vision of how things were going to go this season. It's so crazy because, you know, we came out of the summer after working really hard to prepare, and everything was in line with the way we were planning on going. And, you know, we did have a big injury there at the beginning that kind of changed the tone a little bit as to what we were going to be doing. And, you know, our head coach, Patty, had to, you know, redraw things up. And we've been actually doing a little bit of redrawing ever since then. But I will say that, you know, our record doesn't always reflect how, you know, strong our team is. We play, you know, in the Big 12, and with the Big 12, we come up against some teams that, you know, by far have more students, you know, a bigger talent pool than what we have, and we fought them. We fought them as we've gone through, and so, you know, it's been a season of emotional times, you know, but I really think that it's going to be good for our mentality coming into regionals, coming into, you know, we plan on going the distance. You know, the kids have great goals, and, you know, we're hoping to be able to manage that. So.
Well, I think I just turned down the wrong one. I apologize.
Oh, it's all good.
When you do that, obviously, when you lose a key cog to the wheel, for us old folks in the crowd that might know what that actually means, there's a service error, and it's going to be 22-18. When you lose that cog, you're changing things constantly. The nice thing about volleyball, basketball, whatever, is everybody gets into the postseason, right? So you can spend the whole season getting ready for the postseason if you really want to.
Completely, and you know, that's not necessarily what we intended, but that is what, you know, what has a little bit happened. So, you know, you know, we've taken it week by week, trying to figure out, you know, how, you know, what does our back row look like? What does our front row look like? How are we going to change things up so that we can best benefit the team in terms of blocks, in terms of hits, in terms of, you know, how we are going to be serve receiving. So it's been a big adjustment throughout the course of the season, and the girls have been really open to it. They've you know, of course they're going to have their questions from time to time, but they, you know, they own the fact that, hey, we have to make some changes to be able to, you know, go the distance.
Had a little struggle here. They got out to a lead, and now the Knights are clawing their way back in.
They are.
Behind the serving of Zoe Louderman, a sophomore libero for the Knights. Kinning's going to set it up, and it's going to be tipped down by Gardner and hit across.
Yeah, Gardner's one of our freshman kiddos that's playing up on JV this year. She's a force to be reckoned with.
Gardner got the pushover kill right there, in fact, and got the side out, which is a key side out, as it would have tied the match at 22 had the Knights got to serve. Back to serve is Lily Dries.
Yep, you got it.
And that's, I thought it was going to go out of bounds, but Dries now from the back row, the libero. That's the second time she's attacked in this match.
Yeah, she's one of
and
ours.
Then I want it. No, you want it. No, I want it. No, you get it. I'm going to take it, and it ends up being a hit. Sorry.
Yeah, Lily is one of our DSs up with varsity as well, so she plays a little varsity time there too.
So it's timeout, 24-21. Can't take the timeouts with you, so you might as well use them, right?
Yep.
So I hear a rumor, the girls saying that Kate's going to get in and serve maybe tonight.
Oh, it's going to be great. You know, we to see all the girls out there at one time, it'll be really special. You know, we haven't gotten that since the Morton game, you know, at the very beginning of the season, and man, what a game that was. If you were to go back and look at the you know, video from that, she just masterfully played that game. The whole team did, and we ended up losing, but I mean, it was just one of those games that you come out of and you're like, holy mackerel. I mean, we played our hearts out with it. So it was a good game, and Kate played really, really well in that game, and, you know, just was the craziest thing on point 24 of the second game, you know.
Dries had to serve. Here we go. Match or set point. Not going to happen that time. Here's the middle, blocked,
Blocked.
and it's going to be set point on the block by number 8.
Izzy
That
Corey.
is Isabel Corey, and number 2 was over there, I think, Sophia
Yep.
Reyes, too.
Yep.
So those two get the block to end set 1, 25-21. So normally I would take a break here, but I won't take a break since you're here, and I can let you go before the next set starts if you want to. But a lot of stuff going on this week at Peoria Notre Dame in there.
Yeah, it's really exciting. We have, homecoming is going on this week. We've had games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday practice, Thursday game. Wednesday was pep rally, with the football team playing on Friday, which is a big event for all the kids. And, our soccer team is playing tonight. It's, we run the kids around, and they just have a ball with it. That's for sure. Homecoming week's a big deal for them. One of the nice things is a tradition that we started several years back, playing at Dozer Park for our football games. So we get to go over and the Peoria Chiefs set up a football field on the baseball field, and it looks great. And all our fans come out, all of our alums come out, and it makes for a really, really good time. In a different environment. So. Yeah.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The kids
not everybody gets the chance to do that.
Sure don't. And another special thing that happens then this year, my brother, who is also the JFL director, he had talked with the people at Dozer Park, and since they have it set up for a football field on Friday night, he's got all the little ones, all the JFL teams get to play on Saturday morning.
Really?
So they get to come in and they get to play on Saturday morning. The 10 and under, the 12 and under, the 14 and under, all of them are going to get to play a football game on Dozer Park Field. So
that is awesome.
yeah, it's really exciting for them. They're pretty pumped about it.
Well, Tony, I'll let you. I'm sure you have something else to do.
You know what? I gotta head on down. I'm gonna get to do announce the seniors. So it's really exciting for me. I get to.
You're not gonna cry, are you?
No, I won't cry. I'll keep my composure.
Okay, good deal. Tony, thank you very much. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
If you talk to both the coaches for the varsity game, if they
Yep.
both want to come up, we can talk to them one at a time.
Perfect.
Afterwards.
I
and
sure
then send
will.
a player up if you want to from each team too.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. Tony Mullins talking to us for a few minutes there on the post or the halftime or whatever you call this, in between game show and during the first set. We'll let Cassie have a headset so she can hear what's going on, and we're underway with set number 2. And the first attack is into the net. A service error, and Richwoods has the lead here in set number 2, 25-21. The Irish with a win in set number 1. It was 25-5, 25-19 Irish in the freshman contest. There's a hitting error out of bounds, and it will be a side out. Well, they called net too. So I believe in the net they called number 15, Sophia Varda. There's a serve, dug in the back row by Louderman, and it's going to end up being an ace, as nobody could get to it off the hand of number 5, Sydney Huser. I won't have stats too good in this one, folks, just because we've been talking about other stuff. But we will have varsity match fully online and fully recorded. And, oh, man, I thought she was going to get that across. Couldn't quite get it there, though. Nice job in an attempt by Mara McCaw. Another point for Huser. And she's going to be back to serve it up again. Nice hard low serve, dug in the back row by Louderman. To be pushed across. Dries is there. There's a set. Right side on the attack and out of bounds by Lustig. And it's going to be 3-2 after the side out. And going back to serve will be number 8, I believe, Mara McCaw for the Knights. Trailing by 1 here in set number 2, down 1-0. Dries outside, middle, Gardner. Nope, that was Kenning, excuse me. There's the attack off the block. Dries got a hand on it, couldn't do anything with it. And it's going to be a kill for the Knights and a point for McCaw as they tie it at 3 now. outside on the attack and out of bounds. That was Rizek with the attack and the hitting error. McCaw's got another chance at the service line with her team up by 1 now at 4-3. Let's get on Dwayne Hewlett. Got Cassie on the camera. Cassie has been a huge help to me the last week or two. And I don't know that she's ever ran camera for volleyball before. But I called her. I actually talked to her about 11 o'clock last night and said, hey, I need to go do this tomorrow. Will you go with me? And she said yes. So thankfully, she was willing, available, and able to do that. And there's an ace for Dries, and the the Irish retake the lead 5-4. Cool gym here. I've never been to Peoria Notre Dame High School before. You got the balcony on the far side. There's an overpass, tipped back over. Back set comes near side, and a kill for number 10, Lauren Lustig, and it's a 2-point lead for the Irish. Once again, 25-19, or 25-21, excuse me, a set 1 win for the Irish. It was 22-21 after having been up by 5. The Knights crawled back into it, served with a chance to tie, but the Irish closed it out. And there's an attack and a kill for the Knights, number 15, Sophie Varda. And she'll go back to serve now with her team down by 1. The live chat is open. Hop in there. Tell us who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. There's a block. Another back set and a hitting error for Lustig. And we're tied at 6. But yeah, hop in there. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We'd love to see that. It also stays there and replays. So if the girls go back and watch, they can see who was watching and cheering them on. And there is an attack and a kill by Violet Gardner. And the Irish get to serve back and retake the lead 7-6. Coming in to serve for the Irish, number 3, Libby Thiessen. She'll go back to serve, jump serve, middle of the floor. And actually, that was not Thiessen serving. That was Kenning serving. That sounded bad. I hope it wasn't somebody falling over there. So the service error ties the game at 7. Out middle. Gardner again gets the kill. Violet Gardner gets another kill. Unofficially, that's her 4th. Going back to serve now is number 4, Delaney Rizek, and she serves it into the net. A service error ties it at 8. And a couple substitutions. Coming in to serve, number 9, I believe. No, that's not number 9. Off the block and down. A kill for the Knights, and they retake a 1-point lead. It is number 9. Jamie Varda. Jamie Varda is a sophomore. Oh, nice serve. Drops it short, an overpass. Just missed the ceiling, so it'll stay in play. Dug up on the attack. Far side, free ball, Dries. Set, outside it comes. McCaw's going to hit it into the net. And a side out, and now we're tied at 9. Going back to serve is number 7, Violet Gardner. Out of system. Free ball pushed across. That was a back row touch, but she stayed below the net, so it was legal. Tipped across and down. Number 8, Isabel Corey, gets the kill. The point goes to Gardner, and it's 10-9 Irish. To the net. And the setter, being a back row player, couldn't go up and push it across. That was Brennan Weaver, and she did what she could with a pass that wasn't real great. And so Gardner gets another point. Hard serve. Varda was able to take it. Free ball is going to be pushed across. Kenning is there. It's going to come near side to Rays. And 4 hits. Did not clear a hitting error. And it's 11-10. Going back to serve the libero, Zoe Louderman, a sophomore for Richwoods. Dries, Kenning. Through the block and down. A kill for Isabel Corey. Isabella Corey gets the kill. Coming back to serve, number 15, number 15, Kate Ament. She serves up an ace. Makes it 12-10. Make it 13-10. I had 13, didn't show up. And a back row attack from Varda is out of bounds, but barely. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Ament to serve it again. Varda sends it across with a free ball style push. Attack and a kill for Isabella Corey. And Corey is having her way in the front row here. Her team leads by 5 at 15-10. Ament has served 4 straight service points. Blocked by Corey. Stay on your side, as Greg Phelps likes to say when he gets a good block. Ament back to serve again at 16-10. A let serve and an ace. I hate let serves, for the record, anybody watching. A let serve when it touches the net and then falls in. Used to be illegal. They made it legal probably about 10 or 15 years ago. And I didn't like rally scoring, but I hate let serves even more. Not that anybody cares what I think, but the back row attack there, excuse me. McCaw sends it across. Ament, bump set Dries, and the attack and the kill for number 5, Sydney Huser. And a timeout charged to the Knights. We'll take one as well. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
And welcome back to Peoria Notre Dame High School. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Cassie is on the camera. I don't know why I never say the camera people's last names. Maybe I'm afraid they don't want me to tell them. Ament serving it up again. Louderman with the serve receive. Be a free ball. Dries is there. Middle. And a net violation by Isabella Corey that time as she drove one down but gets called for the net violation. And it's 18-11. Dries. Ament had to set, but the pass was a little too close to the net. Ament couldn't do a whole lot with it. And serving it up again, going to be number 6, I believe, Lexa Jaja. And that was Corey got on top of it, a little too much on top of it. And a hitting error results in another point for Jaja and the Knights. Dries, Ament tracks it down. Kate Ament did a good job to make that usable. Now she goes down and makes a one-arm dig, and then tipping it across. What a dig by Ament, and then a nice tip by Lustig, and it's a side out for the Irish. Coming in to serve is Libby Thiessen, number 3. Varda was there. It's going to come outside. Ament, so they're out of system. It's going to be a free ball. Deep to Louderman. Jaja, middle. And a kill for Sophie Varda. And a side out. The Knights much stronger with Sophie Varda in the front row. There's no doubt about that. She's controlled the middle very well for Richwoods. When she wasn't in there, Corey kind of had her way. We'll see if they can get Corey going with Varda in there. That's going to be an attack and out of bounds, says Rizik. Hit it out, and it's 19-15. It's McCaw back serving. Sophomore outside hitter. Ament middle to Corey and into the net again. Another hitting error. The hitting errors have come since Sophie Varda has been back in the front row. She has played well for the Irish, and there is a side out, 20-16. Going back to serve will be Lily Dries. Jaja outside, blocked. Bump set near side, blocked again. That's going to come up and over and out, a block by Gardner and Lustig, and it's a point for the Irish. Dries going back to serve again. Her team up by 5, 21-16. And a let serve, ace. And another timeout, the second timeout of the set called by Richwoods. They trail 22-6 as the Irish have started to open it back up again. Richwoods definitely better when Sophie Varda is in the front row. Corey had 2 rotations without Varda in the front row, and she was a cold stone killer in the front row, but Varda got there. It changed things up just a smidge. See if Richwoods can get back into things here. They trail by 6 now, 22-16. As Dries is back to serve one more time. Expecting the serve to be short, it would appear. And it was not, but a good job of making something usable. Dries comes to get it. Ament, back set. Lustig. And a net violation would have been a kill anyway for Lustig. And it's 23-16. Dries serves again. Back set. Varda sends it across. Ament's there. She's out of system. Now Lustig sends one sailing again deep and out of play. You see her there on the edge of your screen, I believe, taking a few half practice swings as she's had a problem getting maybe ahead of the ball a little bit, sending them a little deeper than she wanted, not being able to get on top of it. There's Gardner, and she's going to get a kill. And it'll be match point for Peoria Notre Dame, up 24-17. Sub coming in to serve Allison Kenning into serve. And you're going to end it with an ace off the arms of a well-intended Knights player. And it's 25-17 the final. The Peoria Notre Dame Irish get a win, 25-21, 25-17 in the JV match. So they are perfect 2-0, 25-21, 25-17 in JV, 25-5, 25-19 in varsity. So we'll end this stream real quick. I think we're going to see what they do here. Looks like they're getting ready for the So they're going to do the senior night ceremony on the backside of this JV contest. So we'll stay here. Cassie, if you can zoom across there and get in there on them as they walk out, that would be fantastic. Just kind of follow them out as they come out, if you would. So 4 seniors here for the Peoria Notre Dame Irish. Richwoods wearing green and white. They've worn black and green in their 2 previous matches tonight, but tonight in the varsity they're wearing green and white. As the parents maybe walk into the other end of the floor, we'll see what they do here. So once again, we're here for senior nights. We are recording this, so we'll probably put up a edited version of the varsity game a little later, but you'll be able to watch it live. We'll put up an edited version of the varsity game that will have the senior night activities right in front of the volleyball game, but because of the way we have to get offline and get back online, we didn't really have time, although as it turns out, we probably could have gotten offline, but we'd have had a lot of dead time in the other live. So we'll let you hear Tony Mullins talk about the seniors here.
Before we start with our Irish seniors, we would like to recognize the seniors on the Richwoods volleyball team. Number 2, Ellie Urich. You can come on forward. Number 3, Casey Fulkerson. Number 4, Brooklyn Brooks. Number 6, Maddie Franklin. Number 9, Victoria Arbuckle. Number 11, Jay Harris. Number 12, Ruth Kavanaugh. And their manager, Layla Adams. Number 2, Ellie Urich. There we go. Thank you. Congratulations, ladies. And now for our Notre Dame Irish, our seniors, we're going to go ahead and start off tonight with number 2, Addison Bellamy. Addison played as our libero this year. Her parents are Josh and Kim Bellamy. Her favorite volleyball memory is her U of I camp this summer. College plans include a college in the South to study architecture. And her advice for next year's team, trust in your teammates and their abilities. Next up, we have number 9, Caitlin Cassidy. Caitlin is a versed outside hitter. Her parents are Kevin and Julie Cassidy. Her favorite volleyball memory, the late night talks in hotel rooms with the girls. Her college plans include that she's going to be playing Division I basketball at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, and she's planning to major in exercise science. Her advice for next year's team: enjoy every part of the journey, whether it is good or bad, because you never know when it will be the last day you step on the court. Enjoy and celebrate seeing your teammates succeed, because that is when you will succeed too. Most importantly, remember that there are good days and bad days, and there's always going to be days. Next up, we have number 5, Emma Schomburg. Emma is one of our strong front row hitters. Her parents are Scott and Ann Schomburg. Emma's favorite volleyball memory includes beating Morton in regionals sophomore year, but it might change. We're looking ahead. That was a little laughing, yeah. College plans. Well, she is undecided where, but she is pretty determined in her idea of playing volleyball and in healthcare. Her advice for next year's team is to listen to your coaches and work hard. This sport means more to others than to some people, but you should work as if it's just as important to you. And number 12, we have Sophia Wobeck. Sophia is one of our GSs this year. Her parents are PJ and Heather. Sophia's favorite volleyball memory was when Travis took the bus to Starbucks before we traveled to our away game in her junior year. Her college plans include business, and she plans to go to college somewhere in the South. Her advice for next year's team: to always have fun and make fun memories. We have our final senior, our team manager, Eva Klemaszewski. Her grandparents are Val and Walt. Her favorite P&D volleyball memory are all those tournament days with the team. College plans include to go to the University of Wisconsin-Madison and studying nursing. And her advice for next year's team: always look on the positive side of every situation you come across. Thank you, Eva. Congratulations to our seniors this year. We love you, and we want you to have a wonderful night. Congratulations.
So those are the seniors as they've been announced here tonight. So we'll take our break now. We'll come back with the varsity stream in just a few minutes. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. And as I said, we will put a combined version together online a little bit later. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again in about 20 or 25 minutes. See you.